What are you saying, people? Welcome back to my channel. It's another episode of Fleet Footed. The North London Derby is 2 days away. I can't wait to share with you my thoughts on the Spurs preview, my thoughts on Arteta's new contract, and on just the importance of keeping your head. Now, let's start immediately with Spurs, right? I've seen a lot of stuff going on about, of course, we know Declan Rice is suspended. We know Martin Odegaard picked up a nasty-looking injury, and he's going to be pretty much out for the next important matches we have against Spurs away, Atalanta away, and Man City away. Wow, they're all away games. Mad. Okay, cool. He's missing. That's fair. I've seen a lot of people talking about, Arsenal squad, we're too short in the transfer window. I mean, I already addressed that in my previous video that I did earlier in the week. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. I just don't want to devote wasting time talking about that. But one thing that I'm shocked by, well, I'm not really shocked. It happens, but like, come on, guys. Why are you throwing the towel in already? Arsenal fans, where are your minerals? You're seeing people like Paul Merson say, oh man, Arsenal, we do have to win against Spurs, which I'll touch on. If Arsenal don't win this, the season's done. No, the season's over. I'm hearing too many, the season's done. It's like, what's going on? What's going on? Are we the only team in the world to ever have injuries? Are we the only team in the world to ever have suspensions before big games? Like, when it happens in our favor, we don't say anything. But when it happens against us, now all of a sudden, I just don't like the way people are moving. That's all. Like, it's just weird. Like, people, I dare you as an Arsenal fan to tell me the team that we have right now, even without Rice, even without Odegaard, is not enough to beat a Spurs team who have offensive power, but who are not better than us. Like, let me just put into context to you the type of team Arsenal have going against Spurs away from home. 3 seasons ago, it was us v Spurs for 4th and 5th. And pretty much whoever got 4th was going to be decided on that high pressure North London derby against Tottenham, right? At their ground. Let me look at the team. That played. So Spurs had Harry Kane, Son, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Emerson, Sessegnon, Davies, Dyer, Sanchez, Loris. Now let me tell you this Arsenal team. This is an Arsenal team fighting to be in the Champions League. We had Saka, great, Nketiah up front, Martinelli on the left, Xhaka in midfield, Elneny, Martin Odegaard, Tomiyasu left back, Gabriel centre back, Rob Holding centre back, and Cedric right back. Ramsdale in goal. This was a team that we were hoping would go to Spurs and get a result. That's a dead team. That's a team you don't have confidence in. Even though there's many good players there, there's too many red flags in this team. Holding, Cedric, Elneny, Nketiah. That's something that I'll be concerned about. Crazy to think I must have been delusional because I still had faith that this team could go to their ground and win, right? Whereas I now compare this team to the team we have now. I have full confidence. We are going there on Sunday and we are getting the W. The team that we have now, our squad, is more than good enough to go to Spurs and get a W. With Rice, without Rice. With Odegaard, without Odegaard. This team is good enough. I don't want to hear any excuses for not winning, for not picking up 3 points. We're a better team than them. It's a derby. We see ourselves as title challengers. We're going for the title. We say we want to go for the title. We want to go one step further. These are the matches you absolutely have to win. No excuses. Top teams adapt. Man City, when they won the league 2 seasons ago, when we were moving mad, they lost Haaland for large parts of the season. Even last season, Haaland was injured. We're not the only team that has injuries, right? Our strength, especially in away games, is our defense. You look at our back 5, Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Timber. They're all fit. They're playing. And then Partey in front of them. So that whole 6 is the 6 that usually starts, right? Now, granted, no Rice, no Marino, no Odegaard. They're blows. I'm not trying to say they're not blows. Those are big, big blows to the team. But Jorginho has the quality to come in and play. He has the quality. Jorginho has the quality to come in and play, right? Now, it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen who's going to play in Odegaard's role. Ethan Nwaneri, we'll see. I personally don't think he's going to play. But even still, Ethan Nwaneri, Jorginho, Thomas Partey, Saka up front, Saka on the right, Havertz up front, and Sterling, Martinelli or Trossard on the left. This team is good enough to go and beat Spurs. I'm sorry. Spurs, it's like Spurs, yes, they have the offensive power to hurt us. They do. They showed that last season, where we got the 3-2 win at their ground last season purely because we were a better team, smarter team, and we exploited their weaknesses. We don't need to do anything different. We don't need to go there and try and flex our muscles and we're gonna bop you or we're gonna outplay you. No, go there. You know how they're gonna set up. You know their weaknesses are set pieces. You know they're gonna play a high line. You know they're gonna put a lot of relentless pressure on you, putting as many people in our half. All we need to do is unpick the locks just like we did last season. Unpick the locks, be compact, be resolute, you will get your moment. And then when you get your moment, be clinical, just as we were clinical last season, right? Spurs have the offensive power to hurt us. I'm not trying to downplay them. They're not a bad team. And Ange's a good manager. He's a bit stubborn, but he's a good manager. However, we're a smarter team, we're a stronger team, and we just need to do what we did last season. I'm sorry. Our team is good enough to beat Spurs. If you ask me what I think the starting 11 will be, I would be surprised if Arteta started Nwaneri. I'd like to see it because the guy can play. Now, is he ready for a North London derby? He isn't, but no one is, right? I remember when we played when Arteta was looking at the bottom of the barrel. He was pretty much on the verge of being sacked. And we had a big game against Chelsea at home. Who did he play? Smith Rowe. Started Smith Rowe. Started Saka on the right. Saka had been playing a lot more, but he started Smith Rowe. At the time, that was like a whoa. But it paid dividends. Now, obviously, this is a bigger game. There's a lot more at stake, but I refuse to get sucked into this whole meltdown, melodrama, like all of a sudden we're a bad team. We're still favourites. I don't care what anyone tells me. No Odegaard, no Rice. We are favourites going into this match. We are favourites, rightly so. We're the better team and we're the title challengers. We finished 1 point off of Man City, who are so hard to catch. How can you win when Man City? We finished 1 point off them last season. We threw the league away. We've thrown the league away the past 2 seasons. We could have pipped them. So I'm sorry, sorry for all the Arsenal fans. I'm just gonna smash every one of your excuses, right? That back five is our strength. That's our strength in away games is our defense. That's untouched, right? So I'm looking to see us go there and do something. Now, in terms of the team, there's 2 teams: a team I'd start and a team that I know Arteta's going to play. So let me just tell you the team I would like to see play. Obviously, that back five picks itself. Partey in the 6. Jorginho's going to play as one of the 8s. He's going to play as one of the 8s. I would like to see Nwaneri. I'd like to see him play. I would really like to see him play there. And then Havertz go up front, Saka on the right, Sterling on the left. Now, the team I think that Arteta is going to play, 100%, he's going to play that same back five, of course. Partey in the 6, Jorginho in the 8, but also Havertz in the 8. Saka on the right, Trossard as the false 9, and Sterling is on the left. Yes, I think Sterling is starting. I really think Raheem is going to start. I think he's going to play him. You must play him. Like, a player of his quality, with his experience in a game like this, he's got to play, right? I think either team is good enough to beat Tottenham. Like, it's good enough to beat them. And if you ask me my score prediction, I'm going 2-1. 2-1 to Arsenal. I know 100. I'd love to keep a clean sheet. Our defense is very, very strong. And people don't give us credit enough. Like, these games, these high pressure games, our defense, we can stand up to it. We stood up to the pressure against them last season. We stood up to the pressure at Anfield. We stood up to the pressure at Etihad. We stood up to it at United. Like, this team is mean. So I'm backing us to win 2-1. I see nothing about this Spurs team that troubles me so much to think that we can't go there and get the W. And we must. So we will. I believe we will. And then secondly, I wanted to address the good news that Arteta got a new contract. For me, it's fully deserved. I've seen nothing but a year-on-year improvement in Mikel Arteta since he became the Arsenal manager, right? And people are going to say, oh, yeah, process, 4 years. What's he won? Well, he did win an FA Cup his first season. I mean, unless you don't respect the FA Cup. The FA Cup's a good trophy to win. He won it playing good football. People forget we moved to Chelsea. We moved to Man City, right? And you could already kind of see a style that Arteta was looking to implement in the team. Now, obviously, the next season after that was terrible. And Smith Rowe and Saka pretty much saved his job. But since then, the season after that, we should have gotten fourth. We ended up fifth. It was still an improvement. The season after that, no one expected us to, and we should have won the league, but we didn't win the league. The season after that, last season, we should have won the league, right? But we threw it away. Silly results at home, but it's all part of the process. You know, I think Arteta fully deserves this new contract. People are gonna say, "Yeah, you're rewarding no one winning a big trophy," and I don't know what is going on in the football world, but it's funny. I don't think people understand what is required to actually be successful as a club, right? Now, I'm not saying Arteta should just go potential, not deliver. 100%, this deal is deserved, but bro. You've got a contract till 2027. You've got 3 years. You've got to deliver a big trophy now. I'm all for potential, but potential now needs to develop into promise. I think 100%. That's got to be a caveat in his contract. There's a requirement, bro. You must deliver the Premier League and or the Champions League. Yes, I said it, and or. Like, why not go for both, right? Now, if Arteta can't do that within these next 3 years, then I think the club needs to actually not extend his contract after 2027 and just reassess, okay, cool, is this the man who can actually take the club to the next step, or is this just his level challenging, right? I believe, I'm going to go on the record, I believe Arteta will deliver these big trophies. It could be this season, it could be next season, it could be the season after, but I believe he will deliver these big trophies at Arsenal. 100% I believe he's going to deliver it. I have no doubt in my mind Arteta will deliver the big trophy for Arsenal in his tenure between now and 2027. And I made a point. A lot of people, you can tell a lot of Arsenal fans aren't really winners. You can tell because we don't respond to situations like winners, right? Like people look down on process. They say the stuff like, our manager's still building his process while other teams are doing this, other teams are doing that. It's like, yeah, you need a process to win. How do you get success at any level? Whether at a football club, whether it's a business, whether it's personal. You need the right leader. And let's just keep this as football. Any just organization, any group. How do you get success within a group? You need the right leader, the right people to follow that leader, and the right environment. All these three are key. If you have the right leader, but the wrong people and the wrong environment, there's no success. If you have the wrong manager, the right people, and the right environment, there's no success. And you can continue filling the blanks. I think people are a bit misguided as to how Arsenal are going about looking to win a big trophy. Right? You look at City, look at teams that we're looking to imitate. If I look at the past two winners of the Premier League in the past, in the past 7 years, only Liverpool and City have won the league, right? In the past 6 to 7 years, right? You look at Man City, people want to talk about doping charges. Let's see what happens. All I know is they brought in the right manager, they brought in the right people. They've intentionally built the club well behind the scenes. They're clearly doing something right in their academy because you've seen how many players have been able to progress into their first team or they've been sold and done great things. You think about the likes of Jadon Sancho, You think about the likes of Cole Palmer. You think about the likes of Phil Foden and Rico Lewis. They're clearly doing something right. Now, say what you want about 115 charges. All I know is there's another team in Manchester that have spent just as much as them, but they brought in the wrong manager, they brought the wrong leader, they brought the wrong people, and they've had a toxic environment, right? And now you look at Liverpool. For all of you process haters, you look at Liverpool. It took Klopp 4 years to get his first major trophy. He came to Liverpool October 2015. His first season, they reached a Europa League final and lost to Villarreal, a game that they should have won, to be honest. The next season, what did he do? He invested well, started getting rid of the wrong people and bringing in the right people. What happens? They finish fourth, right? They finish fourth, and then the next season that would have been 17, 18. They finish fourth again, and they reach the Champions League final. They lose. Then the season after that, they win they narrowly miss out on the title, right? By 1 point or something. And then what happens? They win the Champions League. And then what happens the season after? They win the Premier League. And then of course they fall off, they get jaded and whatnot. But the point I'm saying is 9 years, right? 9 years Klopp was at Liverpool. They won 1 Premier League. They won 1 Champions League and a couple Carabao Cups, right? All I'm saying is this. Processes work if you do things right. And I think Arteta, I'm a fan. I like what he's doing at Arsenal. I like the direction the club is going in. People want to look at things so negatively. It's like, nothing. You don't just get success out there like that. Like, that's why all of the stuff, comparing Emery, what he's doing at Villa, blah, it's just lazy. It is so lazy. You even look at Real Madrid, Galacticos, blah, 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 blah. Galacticos, but you look at them, the club have changed their model. They're doing something right. They're not just going out and buying the best players in the world. They do that, but they're not splashed. You look at Real Madrid, they're buying the best talent in the world. They're bringing them into the right environment. They're developing them. They're playing them at the right time. And look at the success it's yielded. Look at the Fede Valverdes. Look at the Rodrigos. Look at the Vinicius Juniors. Like, there's clearly... And of course, they got the right man, Carlo Ancelotti. When they change model after they bought Ronaldo, Kaká, all of these guys, now look at Real Madrid, juggernaut, back to where they belong, right? So what I'm saying is, I'm backing Arteta, and I'm backing this process. I definitely believe the team is doing the right thing. We're building that momentum. We're building. You build. You don't just have this one moment, eureka moment, everything. No, you build. And then when you have success, it's a combination of several different factors working at the same time. And I'll close it out with this. From looking at things from a spiritual point of view, guys, the Bible says in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 5, keep your head in all situations. Endure hardship. Do the work of an evangelist. Discharge all the duties in your ministry. In today's football world, there's a distinct lack of ability to keep your head. We find out Odegaard, there's just head loss. Head loss. Winners don't panic when there's adversity. You don't see, when De Bruyne is out, you don't see Man City fans doing this. You really don't see Man City fans doing it. You proper don't. You don't, Yeah, like, they get bothered by it, but you don't see Man City doing this. And I think this is something that we need to learn. We don't need to panic. Just keep doing the work. Discharge all the duties in your ministry. Ministry, of course, Paul is talking to Timothy in the context of church building. But this can apply to every area of life. Instead of focusing so much on the thing and panicking on it, why do we do this? Why do we do that? Reflect, correct, get your head down and get working. Stop melting. We're still building. There's compounding effects to what we do. And I think this is something not just for football fans, this is just general life. How does it help the situation if you just got someone who's just melting down, panicking, saying every negative thing under the sun? Now, I'm not trying to be this toxic, positive person that doesn't face the hard facts about where someone's at. I'm saying face the facts. Yes, there's injuries. Yes, there's challenges. But it's not all gloom and doom. This is still it's not all gloom and doom. This is unfortunate, but there's still solutions. There's still a way out of this. I just think, man, like, we just gotta embrace pressure, embrace trials, embrace adversity. Don't throw the towel in. Just keep your head. This is a lesson that I constantly need to learn myself. Because if this is how you act towards football, how are you in real life? Oh man, it's like, that's not how to live life. And that's not how winners do it. So I just really want to encourage everyone listening to this video, especially if you're an Arsenal fan, just keep your head, keep calm. I've seen so many people, season's done. Even if we won all three, that is no guarantee we win the league. That's no guarantee. Even if we beat Spurs away, even if we beat Atalanta, even if we beat Man City away, these are all phenomenal results that help us, that give us the belief, that give us the psychological edge, you name it. But it does not guarantee the league. Just keep your head. Just keep working. One game at a time. Keep working. Just keep focusing on winning. Keep focusing on doing your best. Keep calm. So this is pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. I totally back Arsenal to win 2-1. I totally back Arteta to deliver a big trophy. And I totally back the need just to keep your head in all situations. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to the video. Hope to see you on Monday celebrating a W over Spurs. Take care. I'll see you all on Monday.